Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, March 3rd. In our devotion for today, I want to continue reading out of A Story to Tell. This is the Lenten devotion that we are going through as a community. Our gospel passage for today comes from Mark chapter 5, verse 25, 27 to 29. Now there was a woman who had been suffering from hemorrhages for 12 years. She had heard about Jesus and came up behind him in the crowd and touched his cloak, for she said, "If I but touch his clothes, I will be made well." Immediately her hemorrhaging stopped, and she felt in her body that she was healed of her disease. Jesus said to her, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your disease." To ponder. Timidly, we get off the train. We board our first Yankee Street car to go to a cousin's home. We've been told that we can sit where we please, but we are still scared. We cannot shake off 300 years of fear in 3 hours. Richard Wright, 12 Million Black Voices. Free at last. People live among us with untold stories of severe hardships that they have endured. However brief or extended the span of time, these powerful stories expose forces still at work to cause suffering, discouragement, and despair. A timid walk up the aisle of a church, a fearful ride on a formerly segregated streetcar, an uncertain response to Jesus' probing question, "Who touched me?" all reveal the lingering fear of rejection. Going against expectations established by indifference and injustice is difficult. Jesus, however, lifts up those the world wants to keep down. We have new stories to tell, surprising stories about the transforming power of Jesus' love to overcome the ways of this world. These powerful stories of faith truly make us whole. Jesus is always wanting to lift up those who have been forgotten, those who have been disfranchised, those that the world creates systems that continue to keep them oppressed. The freedom that Jesus brings into our lives isn't just for me, it's for all people. It's for all people who were created in God's image to enjoy, to explore, to revel in, and to rejoice in. Too often we we diminish our relationship to God and to God's presence as an individual stream. It's just about me and God, and no one else matters. And the reality is my story and everyone's story is intertwined, and they matter and I matter. And I cannot be close to God. I cannot have intimacy with God if others are oppressed, if others are suffering, if others are being held down. Our prayer for today. Holy One, we are humbled by your passion to confront the forces that demean and diminish us. Thank you for stories of faith that show the power of your redeeming love. Bless us with hope that is greater than fear and despair. Amen. Amen. Today is Wednesday. Tonight we do have our Lenten soup suppers. It is BYOS, bring your own soup. We are meeting in the intimacy of our own homes, and we're connecting via Zoom. A link is going out at around 3 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. Check your email, call the church, email me, pastor@alpenlutheran.com. If for some reason you don't get that email or you want the link a second or third time, it is the same link we used last week. We'll use the same link this week. We'll see how it goes. But I do want to invite you to come and be part of our Zoom Lenten worship service tonight. We'll have some fellowship. We'll get to talk for the first 20 minutes, just connect with one another. So if you're a little bit late, that doesn't matter. And then we will have a short devotion and we will sing through, hold an evening prayer together. I look forward to seeing you tonight. Remember, this Sunday, we go back to our regular worship at 8 and 10. You're invited to come to either one. We'd love to see you there. Our 10 o'clock service will continue to be streamed live on YouTube with a link from Facebook. So please join us this Sunday for worship. The service is going to be led by the school and by the children. They're going to be doing the singing and the preaching and all bunches of stuff. So we'll get a good report on what God is doing at Alpine Academy. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and look in on those people who are most vulnerable. Amen.